In the last video, we talked about enumerations in Dart, and we have written a function to execute some logic depending on a value of a network error enum. To do this, we have used a sequence of if-else statements, and this works. However, there is a better control flow statement that we can use to deal with situations where we need to check multiple cases, and this is known as the switch statement. So what I'm going to do now is to rewrite this method by using a switch statement. So here I can add a new line and type switch, and then within brackets error, and then open and close curly brackets, and in here I can type in case network error dot bad URL, and then a column, and then in here I'm going to borrow this line which says bad URL and paste it like this. And then I'm going to add a break statement like this. And to make this quicker, I'm just going to copy and paste these three lines and adjust accordingly. So the second one will say case network error dot timeout, and in this case I print timeout. And the third one is going to say resource not available, and I'm going to print resource not available like this. And with this I can now remove the if and else chain. Okay, so the way switch works is by taking an expression as an input, and then for each case statement it compares the input with the value provided. And the comparison takes place with the equality operator. And if the input matches the expression in the case statement, then the corresponding code is executed. So if we run this code again, we can see that the console prints bad URL once again. Now, as you can see, I've added a break statement in here. So what does this do? The break statement ensures that we stop executing the code inside the switch. So if I was to comment out the break statement on this line, we would get a compiler error telling us that the last statement of the case should be break, continue, rethrow, return, or throw. And the point of this is that we need to use any of these keywords at the end of a case block. So I'm not going to discuss this in more detail here, and if you want to find out more about how to use switch statements, you can read the documentation on this page. And one observation that I want to make is that switch statements work quite well with enums, as we have seen. So let's get back to Dartpad and we can continue on the next video.